Alrighty, Stephan Nilsson. I've seen you pass by a few times here, and I've also spoken to you online. Like, tell me why you're here at CoinGeek.
I was invited to be part in a panel debate about enterprise blockchains, because that's what we are working with, trying to make a product for enterprises. And that seems very important for CoinGeek and N-Chain to have companies who are actually working with enterprise products.
Yeah, that's true. I think onboarding is a real big issue. Investment is a real big issue. Like, how far down the line are you with all of that?
We have done a couple of proof of concepts. So I've been working with that for like the last 3 or 4 years. Building my own proof of concepts, connecting SAP, which is an ERP system a back-end IT system that all the big companies are using. So SAP is used by all the multinational corporations and so on. And so I have built a proof of concept to connect SAP with the Bitcoin blockchain. So I started even back in the BTC times, like 2015. And it actually worked very fine at that time.
At the time?
Until we came up to this problem with transactions fee, and that transactions took too long to go. So we actually stopped all development for like over half a year until we got the Bitcoin Cash fork. And suddenly it worked again, and hallelujah, we could continue.
And then?
So from there on, so my first prototype was actually a vending machine. So you can actually buy some sweet with your Bitcoin wallet, but at the same time as you bought this, it also created a sales order in the SAP system. So I got the connection between Bitcoin, machine, and SAP. But then after the fork, and I just continued with the module in SAP. So what we are doing is creating modules for ERP system. We are starting with SAP because that's my background. But we will also build modules for Microsoft Navision or 365 or for Oracle and other stuff. So that we want to enable companies to connect very easy to the blockchain and use the blockchain functionality for exchanging information. So the first use case that we are doing, and that I've been famous for now as the fish man, or as Craig called me, Aquaman.
I like Fishman better.
Yeah, Fishman, yeah. So, because I presented our first use case that we're doing is for the salmon, Norwegian salmon industry.
Gotcha, yeah.
So we're creating a solution for global traceability. So you can get information, you're storing information from every part in the supply chain, from fish eggs to production, to logistics, to retailers and all over. So a consumer can just scan a package and get all this information.
Right.
But that's just one of the layers. We're also using the data layer on the Bitcoin blockchain as a data exchange layer. So like we humans, we have Twitter and Facebook to exchange a lot of information, maybe too much sometimes.
Definitely too much.
Company have another problem. They are exchanging too little information. So we are trying to help them start exchanging more information, and by that making supply chains more efficient.
All right. Well, I think. All right. So fish on the blockchain, that became a bit of a Bitcoin meme for a while, and I think one of the issues was like we don't know how to make that connect between the blockchain and the physical world. Like, how do you actually put something verifiable on the blockchain, especially something like fish provenance, whatever you want to call it?
Yeah, right. So what we do is we do something we call digital twins. So every physical product, like a fish or a car or a phone, we make a digital twin in the blockchain, which is then following. So when the object is changing owner, like if the fish is sold from the fish farmer to a producer, the digital twin object is also changing owner in the blockchain, so it's following in the blockchain.
How do you guarantee that they're always linked?
Yeah, that's a good thing, that because we are connecting every step in the supply chain, it's very hard for one of the actors to start giving false information, because if you have someone is producing like 10 kilos of salmon, and suddenly in one step you have 20 kilos of salmon, and you have no trace of where did it come from. So suddenly you will see the cheating partner very quickly. And also because we are using blockchain, if someone is cheating, they're actually signing their own cheating order.
Yeah.
So you can later prove that someone cheated. And because this is all companies working together, they already have contracts and they have relationships. So if someone is cheating and they are putting their sign on the cheating as well, it will go not very well for them in the whole ecosystem.
Okay, so you've got a bunch of checks and balances built into the system.
Yes, yes.
So I'm kind of a cynic. I think that where there is the opportunity to cheat,
yes, yes,
someone will find a way to cheat it. Someone.
Absolutely. Yes,
Not everyone,
yes.
but just some people along the line. So if
For
you've
sure.
got that built in.
For sure.
So I guess the next question would be, how do you bring this to market? Like who's going to use it first? Do you have anyone lined up?
Yeah. We are working with a handful of companies or customers, doing proof of concept with them. So fish is, of course, fish producers is the main customers we have. But we're also talking to furniture producers. We are talking to industry process equipment producers, and some other industries. I see that the interest from the market is growing much, because most of the companies already know about Bitcoin, about blockchain.
Yeah.
Because like IBM and a lot of the big companies are marketing blockchains, but as we know, they are not really blockchains. They are more distributed databases.
Exactly, yeah.
DLT, private blockchains. So often it's about that we have to re-educate them, and okay, yeah, this is a blockchain, but we are using a public blockchain. And then you have to tell why we are using a blockchain, because it's more secure, it's scalable, it's cheaper to use, it's availability, and all of the important measures for an enterprise.
It's still a tough sell, I think, to a lot of people.
Not when they actually get why the reasons for it. When they see that they don't just buy a couple of servers from like IBM, but they're buying a service, and the price for that service is much lower than that they have to manage their own private blockchain.
I see.
And then when we are start talking about private blockchains, just imagine if Coca-Cola should have one blockchain, Pepsi-Cola should have one blockchain, DHL should have one blockchain. Then we have to start integrating these blockchains with each other. Then we're just back to the mess I've been working with for the last 20 years, by integrating all companies with each other.
There's no point having a blockchain at that point.
There is no point to have a private blockchain at all. More than for the selling companies, they want to get the revenue from that.
Yeah.
We see more and more customers now realizing that and coming to us and asking for a real solution in the public blockchain, in the Bitcoin SV blockchain, of course.
Very cool. All right. Well, where can people find out more about UNISOT and your work?
They can find us on the net, so unisot.com.
UNISOT.
Yes, right.
Good.
And it stands for Universal Source of Truth. So it's short for that. And just Google UNISOT and my name, Stephan Nilsson, and you get direct link to our site, or also to the videos we have out from CoinGeek, and videos that we have done ourselves as well. So.
Alrighty. All the best with that. When's the panel?
I'm on the panel on Wednesday evening or afternoon, just before Craig Wright is coming out. So.
Nice time.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot, Stephan.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here.